Alright, we've been through there, so let's head this way now.
Something of interest.
None are better at searching. Keep a sharp eye.
Wow, there are so many... Hello? I told you to disarm that trap, and you just decided to walk on it? Luckily, no long-term penalties. Oh, but Cassia does have... I mean, I guess it's a penalty to weapon skill and ballistics. I don't actually care. I could go through getting that fixed, but yeah, I don't care. Let's disarm this trap, please.
I have learned much in my exile.
And then you'll have to walk around for that one, but that's
State your
definitely
intention.
doable.
I need to find the answers.
Please, don't step. Okay. You're worrying me there.
Too hard for a simple monkey?
Alright, where was this door? Ah, that was the door here. So that's how we open it from the other side.
A new challenge for me?
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Now this is going to take us towards Uralon the Cruel. Which I don't think I want to face him yet. There was another path or two that we could have explored back from the other zone that we were in. So I think if we actually do get to Uralon, we're going to want to turn around and go somewhere else. Whenever the wearer targets 3 or more enemies with one attack, the target suffers minus 0% armor until the end of combat. Sure. No one here really attacks groups besides Cassia and us. And it looks like in both cases we're seeing 0%. What is that based on? Int. So in that case it'd want to be Pascal. I guess he does have his burst melee attacks that he does, but probably not.
It's about time.
Messiah, grant me the wisdom to perceive.
Alright,
Watch
disarm
your
that.
steps.
Still disarm that.
None are better at searching.
Still disarm
my
that.
success was inevitable.
Okay. To disarm this one, you gotta go there, and this one's there. Let's weave you
align
around
my
a bit.
path with yours. For now. Choose your own path.
I am choosing your path, actually.
A trivial
97.
task. Too hard for a simple monkey.
The massive cage is empty. Its bars bear slashes made up by massive claws. I wouldn't say the cage is empty. Just stating that, it seems to actually have a thing in it.
Follow my lead.
To the drill. Okay. That's taking me to a new area, and I don't think the previous area we were in was called the drill. So I've saved. Because I want to explore everything else before I get to Uralon. I'm thinking Uralon was that primary Chaos Space Marine. I am correct. I'll rip out your liver and give it to the wind spirits to eat. They're just standing there tanking each other's hits. Oh, are you gonna die? You are dying, yes. They're still moving, so they're not dead. Space Wolf. Oh, that was Thorvald. Anyway, let's reload. We don't want to go there yet. So there were several other paths that we could have taken.
I won't
Although we're gonna have to
tolerate
sneak
weakness.
back. No, we don't have to sneak back through things. We can go this way. Right. That's a safe path. It allows us to avoid all of this. Or I guess technically this is the safe path that I was thinking of. There we go. So this will take us back to the main tech sanctum where we were. So this, I don't remember what the door was called. Main generator. Okay, so this was the one that was by itself. The main generator is the one that had two paths. And then it seemed like there was elevator controls that we turned on, but didn't do anything with, over here. That I assume the elevator was how we were going to get down to them. So what was this area called? Prayer halls.
Victory awaits!
So if we just go straight forward, I guess here, it'll eventually get us to... Oh, too far. Was it here that takes us to the main generator?
What is that?
A new challenge.
Lore warp 95%. A lore warp that we aren't terrible at? How strange.
I did fine.
You did do fine, yes.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Ah, removing a warp barrier with lore warp. That's neat. As opposed to all the others that just damaged us.
Matters. What is that?
Disarm with lore warp.
Done.
The cogitator screen flickers as if the system is suffering a power failure. You reach out and touch the control panel, but quickly jerk your hand back. The device is coated in some sticky substance. Let's lore warp examine the cogitator. You know enough to determine exactly what happened to the machine. Glitchy projectors, otherworldly sounds from inside the case, and oppressive atmosphere in the room. Everything points towards a scrap code infection. One of the stranger and more frightening creations of the tech priests who devote themselves to the ruinous powers. We have seen this multiple times. Perhaps if you can extract the data crypts containing the scrap code, you will be able to study it later in a controlled environment. Let's see what it's coded with first. The cogitator's case is covered with scratched symbols and signs thickly smeared in a pungent oily mass. You spot tiny bubbles emerging from the gleaming metal. It is almost as if the malodorous slime is seeping from these scratches like sweat oozes from pores on human skin. Let's examine the images on the screen. The eye-like sparks are yellowish-orange in color, but you're pretty sure this monitor cannot display such a vivid hue. You lean forward and you hear a predatory growl coming from inside the device, a sound full of hatred and hunger. Let's examine the log. Not only do you fail to examine the log, even accessing it is quite an ordeal. Any data projected to the screen blurs and fades like images on melting film. Alright, let's check for the presence of data crypts. The data crypt slots are occupied. 2 of them appear to be melted beyond repair, but you might extract the third one without incurring data loss if you successfully deactivate the logical network of the machine itself. And let's find a way to deactivate the cogitator's logical network. You spend a lot of time trying to establish a connection between the countless switches and reels on the control panel and the twisted symbols floating on the glitchy screen. At last, you manage to complete the logical network, tame the rampaging system, and force it to disengage the data crypt. At the same moment, the cogitator releases the data stick previously hidden beneath a protective panel, the device drops to the floor right in front of you. It looks like a logic key used to access additional cogitator reserves. It may fit other systems in this part of the planet. Oh, are they trying to say that if I hadn't broken every cogitator as we had walked by, we could have gone back to some of the old ones and used the data key? Oh well, we're gonna break this cogitator too. You smash the control panel with a fist blow. With the first blow, and the cogitator screams with the second. No one will be able to use this machine, whether for good or ill. Okay, we've got stuff going on in here. Corrupted Skitaris, mad technomats, combat servitors, etc., etc. We could start the battle with the first blow by attacking, but I'm always curious to see if something, dialogue or something, is going to play out. So we'll just step forward.
Take a knee.
Nope.
And bow before me.
No dialogue or anything. Not terribly unexpected. Is that an explosive barrel? It doesn't look like it. So we'll put Cassia there. Ignatius, you can just sort of stand out in the open. We'll throw you into cover here to attack that direction. Abelard, you can stand there and cover for now. Pascal, I'll throw you in cover here. All the way towards the end of the battlefield. It's not really cover when you're in the middle and surrounded by enemies on all sides, but oh well. Then Ulfar, you can stand there.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Okay.
I'm not accustomed
And the
to being
usual.
ordered around. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Suits my purposes. All too easy.
Alright, we'll melt to the two of you.
Already done.
There still is a combat servitor over here, so we haven't fully cleared out this side. But not bad. Could use this to get another free attack going. And I might as well. Oh no, no, I was gonna say I should have saved that for Cassia's action, but she will still get one. If I was here, could I hit you? No. See, it looks like a good line, but I don't think there's any way I can really pull that off. What if I instead ran forward to you? Is there any way I could melt No, it looks like a good line just isn't working out. I could hit the two of you, or the two of you. So if I went here, probably, well, there's certainly going to be a position where I could get the two of you. So the question is, do I care more about servitor? Combat servitor is probably more important to hit. So I need to be farther back. Maybe there to get the line? Yeah.
Suits my purposes. Nothing of value has been lost.
Didn't quite kill you.
Not a problem for me.
Can't do run and gun again, unfortunately. It's fine. So that'll be the end of my free turn. We get back to Cassia's turn. You could do some attacks on these guys. I need to make sure that she still has line of sight on me. Which I guess I can test by... Yes. Where she stands now, she's got line of sight in the square that I'm in. So let's work on attacking you. Perfect. So I don't need to use her Inquisitor's Tenant.
I am a navigator, as duty demands.
Oh yeah, she can decrease veil degradation. I always forget about that. Well, let's give us our extra turn. If I went here, I could then hit the two of you. If I stood more here, or from there, I doubt that's gonna work. No. Even that's not gonna work. So I have to stand here so that we can step around, probably. Yeah. That'll take out the two of you. Yeah, attack of opportunity. It's fine.
You didn't stand a chance!
Okay. Looks like most things at this point I can just take out with single attacks, assuming I can see them. You're gonna survive because I can't see you.
Opposing me was
Oh, you live on 16 hit points. What a shame.
already done.
And you actually have a ton of health, so you're probably going to survive at least a few hits. I can't see you either.
Nothing of value has been lost.
Oh, Voxkull is something we can actually attack. Huh. We've got you, who we can't target. I can target you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move to be able to target some of these other people.
Suits my purpose. Opposing me.
We'll use an action to kill you. I'm gonna run and gun. If I went here, I could hit you. I could hit you. I could hit you. I doubt I can hit you though from here. I cannot. It's probably fine.
Let's see how they respond to this. Nothing of value has been lost. All too equal.
Worst case, if someone else in my party has to clean up that last guy, it's probably fine.
Already done. Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
Or I can just move. There you go.
Forge ahead. Suits my purposes. Nothing I can't do.
Flame, does that finish you off? It does. Nice. We are getting so close to max level. Oh, I think we actually are max level now. Grants +1 additional action point at the 10th and 20th exemplar rank. Is that it for everyone? Have we now fully leveled up? And we're all just going to get the same +1 action point. How about that? Okay, let's do some looting of the bodies. I wonder if the game's going to start getting harder now that I'm max level. So enemies should continue to get harder as the game progresses, but I'm not going to get any stronger. Except for equipment. Presumably I'll get better equipment. Servo key to auxiliary generator chamber. Okay.
My house would be proud of me.
The machine is functional, but heavily altered. You see redundant parts and crudely welded modules. Stinking oil oozes from the cracks, and the dashboard is covered with symbols of chaos. There's no doubt that all these manipulations were intended to change the purpose of the device. Trying to loot this body, but you all stood on top of it. There we go. Got some goods here. Let's unlock those.
The machine god grants me insight.
Fine work gloves. The wearer gains plus 25 demolition and plus 25 tech use. Well, those are separate people, tech use versus demolitions. What do you have? Increases critical damage of where it hurts. That seems amazing. When the wearer scores a critical hit with a ranged attack, their next attack against any target automatically hits and cannot be parried or dodged. Not bad.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Let us see what I found.
Did you find something? No.
I sense something nearby.
Secret door. Always good. Do some goods.
Operation successful.
Terrorax Slayer. That's some good damage. This rifle's Deadeye shot costs plus 1 AP more and deals triple damage against large targets, size 2x2 cells and larger. Solid projectile weapons have an increased over-penetration. Huh. I doubt I would use it. And she can't use it. But I might as well equip it in case I ever find a reason. There's no way that this is ever going to be as powerful as my psychic abilities. So yeah, we can blast through this wall to get to more area. We fully explored where we're at.
My success was inevitable.
None shall stand in my way.
I don't know how we just automatically knew that blasting through this wall would get us to somewhere useful.
A space wolf never fails in
Wandering Psyker. The dirty, disheveled woman pays you no heed, lowering her head and looking at the ground with genuine interest. That's something that either does not exist or is invisible to your eyes. Even at this distance, you can detect the distinct smell of ozone, too fresh for this stuffy room, reeking of soot and industrial lubricant. The woman raises a maimed hand and absentmindedly runs its 2 remaining fingers through her matted hair. Iconoclast, hey, can you hear me? I want to help. Or dogmatic attack. I shall rid you of your agonizing existence. We don't know anything about her, so to just immediately attack seems weird. So I'm gonna go with the Iconoclast. Can you hear me? I want to help. The woman jerks her head and transfixes you with a delirious gaze. Only now do you notice the reddish-black mark on her cheek, a many-pointed star, a symbol of chaos. The prisoner bares her teeth, but you cannot tell whether she does so as a threat or simply out of fear. Persuasion, don't be afraid, tell me who you are, or coercion, pull yourself together, citizen, shake off the compulsion, and tell me who you are. We'll go with the persuasion option. Don't be afraid, tell me who you are. The woman hesitates, looking at you warily. At last she sobs and replies meekly, "Stay away, in the Emperor's name, stay away from me." Her voice is barely audible, but you manage to make out the words, "I don't remember how I ended up here. Don't remember what happened. There was a bright light from arc welding, and then the light reached out, and with its clutches, she moans and holds her head. The light is taking me over. It's everywhere already, everywhere." The woman turns her gaze towards you and blurts out in an unexpectedly low and gruff voice, "Save me. Give me the Emperor's peace, please." No, we will save you and get you away from here. Just hold on. Kill the woman. May the Emperor guard your soul. Or do nothing. This will be interesting. She's a psyker. Psykers probably know that when something bad is about to happen. She's got chaos symbols carved into her face. If she says that we need to give her the Emperor's peace, I'm assuming she knows what she's talking about. Kill the woman. May the Emperor guard your soul. I don't necessarily like it, but it probably is the sensible choice. A single blow is enough to end the psyker's pitiful existence. You examine the corpse and, with a start, realize the woman's facial features seem to have melted from extreme heat. Whoever or whatever had the poor creature in its thralls has now vanished without a trace. Okay. So don't know much more about what was going on there.
Need to investigate.
Detected something.
Only 57. I didn't notice that before I had her try.
learned much in my exile.
That was a incredibly challenging trap.
A trivial task.
Alright.
Thank Ross for my sharp senses.
Sure.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Yeah, that'll extend the bridge.
I'll lay claim to the
And
stars.
brothers, take heed.
Disarm
your
that for me.
stance.
Oh, okay. You nearly stepped on another trap.
My success was inevitable. Speak,
Have you
Elanta.
carefully step back around this?
Did you hope to see an Azuriani fail? I
No.
have learned much in my exile.
I wanted you to succeed. That looks like that's everything down here. This will take us back to the main cathedral, probably to the other door. Yeah, so that takes us to here. I'm curious about the elevator controls in this central room that we saw. Let's use the lift control cogitator. Judging by the information on the screen, the elevator's functions have been completely restored. So we could go to the lift through here and use that to go down. Or we could go back through the door we briefly stepped through and join the fight from there. I'm curious to see how it changes things if we go through this door. Wouldn't surprise me if we get better results by going down through... Oh no, it's looking like it's going to be essentially the same. So when the battle breaks out, we'll just be in a slightly different place. Yeah. So we're now here. Thorvald is there, Space Wolves, but they are still twitching, so they're not dead. Corrupted Tech Priest, Kunrad. Word Bearers, more Corrupted Tech Priests. And then, yeah, Uralon the Cruel. And Kunrad. I'm sure something will kick us as soon as we step forward. No? Yes. My victory was predestined. For you were outnumbered. You are only a handful of fools who worship a dead fallacy. I have the Great Four on my side. May they revel in the blood that spills from the veins of heathens. Didn't we stop your ritual? Also, cool camera angles. Just seeing this whole platform turn and whatever is down there. Uralon burns you with a baleful gaze. Did you think that saying empty prayers to a withered husk could disrupt the course of my magic? For this sacrilege, you will be purged harshly. You're too late, Ignatius. Your allies have fallen. Perhaps it is time to admit your defeat. If you do, I promise... No, I won't promise you anything. Whatever you choose, you will die a slow and excruciating death. Let's check out the fallen space wolves. The wounds left by Uralon's blows are dire, but the Emperor's angels are known for their hardiness. You've arrived just in time to stop the profane sorcerer from finishing them off. The Emperor protects. Death to the heretics, or grow as many eyes as you want, Voigtvir. I will gouge them all out. The Emperor protects. Death to the heretics. A sacrifice for the faithful.
Submit, and you'll die quickly.
I will take you down.
Okay. So, primarily, Kunrad and Uralon are going to be the main targets. You only have 1,200 health, and you only have 800. Compared to what we've had to fight lately, that strikes me as a little low. The corrupted tech priests are just going to die if we sneeze at them too hard, so I don't need to worry about them. Anything special going on with you? 77 armor, 70% dodge, 34 deflection. I mean, that's something, but again, compared to what we've dealt with elsewhere... Plus 9 deflections for each allied Chaos Space Marine in combat. Okay, so if we take out the Chaos Space Marines first, then he will be a lot weaker. Each time this creature suffers damage, its damage increases by 1 for 2 rounds and stacks. So we want to hit him with less number attacks, but more damaging attacks. When a successful hit, the character applies the compounding negative effect on their target for 1 round. Increase all characteristics by 15. Sure. Versatility, we know that. Charge, powerful kick. Dark Pact. When Uralon's ally has less than 50% wounds, Uralon sacrifices 20% of his own wounds to grant this ally temporary wounds. That is a strange choice. Weakening himself to help his minions. He can summon demons, that's a bit scary. All Chaos Space Marines gain an extra turn. I don't want you using that either. So yeah, we definitely need to take down the other Space Marines first. Whenever a Chaos Space Marine is targeted by perils of the warp, it gains an extra turn. Okay. Nothing super scary there. And what about you, Kunrad? Only 15% armor, 85% dodge. You have Chain Lightning, Expose Weakness, Analyze Enemies. Yeah, no active effects going on. And then abilities, passive abilities you have going on. Immunity to Horrors of the Warp. Anytime an enemy becomes a target of any particular psyker ability for the first time, this enemy suffers -5 penalty to intelligence perception. Yeah, again, I'm not super worried about you either. This seems like it's going to be a bit of a cakewalk. I guess let's move Cassia there. Ignatius can... Let's see, so we've got a word bearer here. 2 of them over here. So we've got 3 Space Marines here besides Uralon himself. And they're not in any sort of useful line where I can hit multiple of them, unfortunately. Might as well just stand here. We can probably get a bit of a line going. Maybe. We'll throw you into, I guess, half cover there. Yeah, we'll stick you back farther. Like, here. That's probably more reasonable. Then for our meleeers, I don't think it really matters. But I'll throw you there. Pascal, you can be in some cover here. We'll put you on this side. I don't know, over here. Hopefully you can walk through that. I don't know if that's... I think that's just terrain decoration and not actually a physical barrier. I guess I can't guarantee that. Maybe we'll put you here instead. Alright.
Me.
Usual bonuses.
Lord Captain. If I may.
No, not that. Not that, I say. I need to light myself on fire. I was about to just start with attacks.
All too easy. Already done.
There we go. That hits 3 of them.
Nothing of value has been lost.
Word bearer actually has a good amount of health. We'll give ourselves a free extra attack. This should kill you. If I move over a bit. There we go. I can easily hit you 2.
Nothing I can't do. Opposing me was your biggest
You're still not quite dead, unfortunately. Ah, well. You can kill him, probably.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Isn't this a job for the 7?
There we go. That gets our high momentum. I'm going to save the Corrupted Tech Priest for someone else rather than wasting Ignatius' turn on it. So you can just have your free extra turn.
I'll paint your death in colors.
So then from here... Yeah, we've got Corrupted Tech Priest and you guys. I can probably actually go through Kunrad, hit that word bearer, which would be pretty cool. Yeah. No reason not to take Kunrad out. We want to save attacking Uralon until these guys are gone, but Kunrad doesn't need to survive.
Suits my purposes.
It does suit my purposes. Goodbye, Kunrad. It's been nice knowing you.
Nothing of value has been lost.
So he drops, but he doesn't fall dead. He's still alive. Just at, 0 hit points and can't be targeted anymore. Alright, so we've got a couple more Corrupted Tech Priests kicking around. We haven't actually used any of our action points. That's weird.
My tactics are flawless.
Okay. We're starting to get up there.
Not a problem for me. You didn't stand a chance.
Okay, that is all of the Chaos Space Marines down besides Uralon. So how are you feeling these days? Let's use an ignite to start burning away your armor
Done.
first. And then this should take you out.
All too easy.
Oh, and we'll go through Kunrad again. So you both are dropped out of the combat, but you're not dead. So we need to finish off the combat first before whatever happens here gets resolved. I gotcha.
Nothing I can't. Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
So these last two are outside of my sight range, unfortunately. I can move, of course. Which one do I want to target? Probably this one. Most of my team is over on this side. So we'll do Revel and Slaughter with a run and gun.
Nothing I can't do.
That'll get me over here, where I can then attack you. Still can't see you. Can I get to a better position? If I was here. Now. Just wondering if I can find some spot where I can see you and him. And the answer is probably somewhere, but I'm not going to take forever looking.
Never wavered in the face of adversity. Nothing of value has been lost.
I mean, I guess I can then use Reckless Rush to give me 14 moves and come all the way up here. Does that change things? It does.
Not a problem.
All right, so Ignatius will just take out this entire fight by himself.
If you didn't